Yeah, beautiful, beautiful music.
Yep, I love that song.
I love it too. He's so gifted, is Kevin Downswell. We're just delivering the message. That was our first video pick, Carry Me, as I said, by Kevin Downswell. And now it's time for the trending topics. I don't even know where to start with this one. All right. Some of you may have seen it, but for those who haven't seen it, there's a funeral on Wednesday of Shay Lewis and Adelaide Lewis, father and son, who were sadly killed on November 14th. It garnered massive attention on social media as videos of Shay Lewis, 29 years old, being transported to the chapel in a chair at the back of a convertible hearse. It's not that he was being transported, you know, because the body was visual. You could see him.
He was given a motorcade, you mean?
Like he was sitting. At first I thought it was like a prank, you know. I thought it was like a stunt. You know them social media stunts?
First of all, pardon my laughter, right? But you know when them say you have to take bad things make joke?
Why?
That's all I really have to do now, because I am just stunned. I am shocked. And I am like we thought that Jamaica wasn't a real place, right? But when you saw this, I was like, okay, so Trinidad is also a real place.
I had to message my brethren in Trinidad and say, what is going on down there? But interestingly enough, it wasn't his funeral. It was his dad's funeral. His funeral would have been the next day.
Yeah.
I mean, what?
Yeah, things just got a little bit too creative. If you want to look at it
I'll give them a 10 out of 10 for creativity.
So, Extal, imagine now, you go to the funeral or you go to a funeral, right? You are attending a funeral.
Ooh, may I get goosebumps.
And when you walk up to the church, you see a next body just there, all off the ends, like him is a security guard.
No, but
yeah, man, just ready checking off everybody who coming in to say, are you supposed to be here?
Tell you, when I saw it, I thought it was someone sitting, like a live person. But it wasn't until I started read the stories and I say, it's a dead man, them house sitting outside the church.
You never, like, honestly, I don't know what I would do other than probably take a foot and run. That's the first thing. I'm not going. Secondly, them have homeboy sitting up. Like he must say, him just watch out the ends to make sure that nobody who is not supposed to be there don't go there.
But tell you, the man is so well dressed.
Well, you can't have homeboy sitting up like that and him not well dressed. Him for fresh.
Yeah, for fresh.
It's him last day sitting up in fine style.
Boy, I hope it's him last day sitting up, because you never know what can happen, you know.
That too.
You know, them can have on his funeral day, him have something else, you know, him have come out of the sky, you know. Hats off to them.
Or him fulfilling one of his wildest dreams that he never got to.
No, man.
Willingly.
But bungee jumping. But it was, I give the funeral home some credit.
So, as you mentioned, the funeral home, right? Yeah. So apparently the funeral home will be introducing new ways of disposing of the human remains. So they said that what's coming next is alkaline hydrolysis, right? The process for the disposal of human and pet remains, using lye and heat. So it seems that they just keep getting more creative as the time goes by, and I'm sure probably we will see how this whole alkaline hydrolysis works out.
I think 2020 has gotten to all of us.
Okay.
It's official.
Next up, Extol?
Yeah, man. Next,
yes. So, the news of Diego Armando Maradona's death paralyzed the world on Wednesday, November 25. Now, once the news was confirmed, numerous, and I mean whole heap of personalities expressed their regret for the death, right, of him at the age of 60. I mean, growing up, everybody. This was before he actually stepped away from playing professional or even international football. But growing up as a little girl, the first footballer who I even heard of was Maradona. Yeah. Like everybody. I feel like people during that time and during that era, many persons even named their children
a lot
of him. You know what I mean? Just off of his legacy, off of his name, just because of his talent and how great he was.
Yeah, but you know, for him, he was a genius.
Yeah.
And every genius comes with their faults and whatever, but he represented more than just football for some people. And I remember as a young man growing up, that's the first name I heard, him and Pele. But I fell in love with football because I went and I watched old videos of Diego Maradona.
Okay.
And I remember the 1984 World Cup in Mexico, and he scored the goal of the century.
Hand of God?
Well, 1986.
86.
Yeah, so it's not the hand of God, but the goal he scored in that same game against England. And he was just mesmeric. And he did things with the ball on video that I saw that I've hardly seen anyone able to replicate. And he did so much for cities. You know, when he moved to Napoli, a city that had never won a title, and he made it his home.
Yeah.
You know, they're thinking about naming the stadium after him. And his death, I know, life.
It shook a lot of persons. A lot of persons took it hard, and you know, I think that after his legacy, persons would probably say, okay, probably the only person who come close to him is probably Messi or probably Ronaldo, or you know what I mean. Persons will always compare.
Yeah.
But he will always stand in his own right.
He stands out above a lot for me.
Yeah.
I mean, though as a young man, I loved watching videos of Pele as opposed to Maradona, but Maradona was a genius, man. And to think about what this year has been, two of my sporting heroes have passed. Kobe in January and then Diego in November. But the good thing about technology is that we're able to relive their greatest moments.
Yeah.
He will be missed. He will be missed. And I'm sure the football fraternity will miss him as well. But
yeah.
All right, next topic. The police have charged an inmate at the St. Catherine Adult Correctional Center with the murder of Correctional Officer Jamel Westney. Robert Thompson, who is 31, is also charged with assault at common law and introducing contraband in a penal institution. So it's almost like there's no good news. Every time you turn somewhere, it's just this
something
and that.
Right?
And it's just, you know.
It has been an interesting year, to say the least.
It's more than just interesting.
So, I mean, all this means is that probably after, you know, he has been tried and whatever, probably it's just more time.
Yeah, you can tell us
more
best because you know how this thing works, you know.
It's probably just more, but I mean, I don't even know what to say because in certain circumstances like this, what can you really say, you know? Is it that he snapped? You don't even know what to say. Honestly, I don't even know what to say, but all I can say is that condolences to the family of the correctional officer. You know, I mean, he is serving. He is within his duty. He's you know,
and that's hard though.
He really just don't even know what to
tough.
say and how to understand these circumstances.
It's tough because you're doing a service to your country. You're working for your country, and your family loses you in a circumstance where you should be protected. You know.
You don't know. They're so. I'm at a loss for words.
Yeah.
You know, you just have to say, you just hope that justice will be served and his family will have some form of peace and closure. You know,
right.
That's what we can actually just hope for. So.
Apart the rough one.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah. Well, that's it for the trending topics. We will be back after the break.
Yeah.
But we have some.